is working on project number 4 out of the storytelling manual, and it is The Touching Story. Today her objectives are to understand the techniques available to arouse emotion, to become skilled in arousing emotions while telling a story, and the speech is for 6 to 8 minutes. So a little different timing for this one. And the title of her story today, The Birthday Present.
Thanks, Tom. That's been just a quick timing note. We don't have an automatic setup for 6 to 8 minutes.
I know, I'm looking at it.
So what we do is we do it on 5 to 7, the standard one. Go ahead and press start, let it run for 1 minute, and then stop it, reset, and then start over. Basically, you just front load a minute onto a 5 to 7 to turn it into a 6 to 8.
So what do I do now? Just push forward at the start?
Yeah, press 5 to 7, make sure it's on
Okay.
5 to 7. When she starts, press start. Just monitor it and let it go for 1 minute, and then press stop, reset, start again.
Okay.
And then that way it's automatic from that point.
Cool.
Our next speaker, Patti Pastrell, is one of the exceptional members of our club. I don't know if exceptional is a word, but we tend to make up words here in AMP Toastmasters, so it is now. She has held many officer positions. She has run almost all of our major events. She has been one of the rocks of the club, and as you can see from working on an advanced manual, she's also made a lot of progress through the Toastmasters educational program on her way to becoming eventually a distinguished Toastmaster. Speaking today on the topic of the birthday present, please join me in welcoming Patti Pastrell.
The family all came and gathered around George, and they brought him a birthday present. They were so excited about this birthday present. They couldn't wait until he opened it. This present, however, wasn't exactly a surprise. George was having his 96th birthday, and the family really didn't know what to get him. But they had a great idea. So he remembered when they had come over, scheduled a day with him, they came to his house, and they took tons of pictures. And they worried over him and talked to him, and they asked him questions. They asked him so many questions, his mind seemed to just lock up like a knot. He just couldn't get them all out. He was so frustrated. So there he was, looking at his gift, and he was thinking about all of those questions. All of those questions brought to mind the thoughts of what he was like when he was a young man. All of his life was in front of him. There he sat, remembering that bright blue uniform when he stood out in front of the police department at the LA police station. He was having his first job, his picture taken out in front. He was a policeman, and he loved that 38. It just felt so good sitting in his pocket. Oh, and think about his lovely wife, Sally. Things that he remembers from those questions. And he looked up, and there was the family, smiling at him, looking expectantly. Oh, that's right. He was supposed to be opening his gift, and he sort of drifted away for a moment, thinking about all of those things that he was as a young man. So he decided to go ahead and started to open the gift. And he pulled on it a little bit more. And he started thinking, wow, it's pretty amazing. So many things. He's 96 things he had been and done. It was wonderful to be back there thinking of all of those memories. But his mind started to fade somewhat, and he was coming back to the present. Yes, my mind is always fading at some time or another. Heck, I can't even get half the things I want to say out. It is so frustrating, he thought. I better get on with this present and stop living in the past. So he does. He rolls over and he takes the paper off the gift. It's a book. And he is on the cover. Totally amazing. He's never seen or experienced anything like that in his young life. There's a book all about me. He carefully opened the pages of the book that the family lovingly put together for him. And he turned each page and relived everything that the book held. And in that time, he sat and thought and thought and thought. And he looked at the family, and there they were looking at him with this expectant look on their faces and smiling. And he's going, all of these emotions were hitting him so hard and fast, it was confusing, and he was really not sure what to think about the gift. He knew he should have been really happy and excited if they would have thought of him, but there he was in that book. And these emotions just kept hitting him like grasshoppers trying to get out of the same box all at the same time. It was just amazing. What to say? And then a tear started to form in the corner of his eye. Oh no, not that. I can't do that. I can't cry. Men are not supposed to cry. That is not okay. And 3 tears dribbled down his face. And before he knew it, the flood came, and he just couldn't control it. That's one thing that he found is getting old. He couldn't control his emotions, and he just cried. And he's looking at this family, and they're all looking at him. What should he say? He looked out at all of their faces, and he was looking through the eyes of a young man. And he noticed something. There were some people missing. Why hadn't I noticed that before? Why were these people missing? Where's my wife, Sally? Hi, and my best friend, Josh. Where'd he go? Yes, he was looking out of the eyes of a young man. And he had a moment to clear his thoughts, and he looked again. And he saw that family out there. That family of his old age. People were missing. People he cared about were no longer with him. But there were so many other faces there. Different faces. Young faces with their lives all ahead of them. He collected his thoughts and finally found his voice. And he thanked the family very quietly for his gift. He also said he appreciated all the time and energy and care he put into his book. But George, knowing George, he had to say, but who the hell is that man? That old man on the front of the book? It's not me. That's not who I am. And then he looked out in that crowd and he spied his favorite grandson, Mark. He thought to himself, you know,